Good afternoon. My name is Don Hadley. I'm president of Applied Vision Works. And the reason I wanted to talk to you, I was in a meeting with a couple of business owners earlier this morning, and we were talking about kind of the stages of awareness. And they had divided their life and business over the last 30 years or so into really 5 stages. And they'd gotten into the business. It was very scary. There was a lot going on. And so kind of the first thing was kind of ignorance is bliss. They didn't know what they didn't know. I don't even know that they were that afraid, other than that it felt like there was a lot going on. But then at some point they realized, hey, we need to pay attention and really understand reality. And that was called the oh shit stage, is, oh my gosh, there's all these things happening. It doesn't feel good. I'm not this good a leader or person. Our teams aren't as good as we thought they were. The business isn't as good as we think it should be. And so it was really kind of an awakening, but it was very scary. They could have gone back to the ignorance is bliss stage, but they didn't. Like those of us that have been successful, they kind of kept chugging along. And then over time, it was about year 8 or 9, they began to realize, wow, what a great opportunity for me to learn, because by me seeing the real world, even if it's painful, I'm learning a heck of a lot. I don't know if y'all have seen the movie Lawrence of Arabia, but there's a point in it when he lights a match and the match burns down to his finger and flames out. And it probably hurt. But the guys around him said, well, gosh, how do you do that? How do you do it so it doesn't hurt? He says, oh, it hurts. But if you don't care that it hurts, it doesn't matter. And so I think of that as kind of these 2 stages are where there's a fair amount of pain and it's not fun. But if you persist, you begin to realize, hey, this pain doesn't matter. And instead of becoming pain, you begin to recognize the opportunity to learn and to deal with the real world. The next stage is really about what a great opportunity for us, because we can all get better. And then ultimately the 5th stage is really learning how to take people through this cycle, but take them through the cycle not in 15, 20, 30 years, but how do you teach people around you to really say, hey, this didn't go well, but hey, let's learn, because if we keep learning, man, we're going to get really great, and we can do it relatively quickly. I think this day and age, there's a lot of feedback, and if we pay attention to the right feedback, it can make a big difference. We can get kind of where we're trying to go much, much more effectively. So I wanted to share this with you because these stages matter a lot. There's actually a video called Fix Yourself, and there's a lady lying on a psychiatrist's couch, and so the psychiatrist says, hey, aren't you upset about what's happening to you? It's your fault. And she said, oh, I thought it was the world's fault that things were happening to me, but once I realized it was my fault, that's great. And he's like, that's great, but why? It's your fault. She said, well, because I can do something about it. If it was the world's fault, couldn't do anything about it. But if it's my fault, I can do something. And to me, that's the realization that happens in here that can really bridge to super, super high levels of success. If you'd like to chat about this, my email is dhadley@AppliedVisionWorks. My cell phone is 919-368-9008. Thank you.